Hey Chops. Hey mate, Aussie villain. Yeah, I'm good thanks mate, good, but more importantly, how are you? How's the arm feeling? Strong. Excellent mate, love to hear it. Now listen, I don't want to put any extra pressure on you ahead of the game, but you do know that if we win, we're in the playoffs, don't you? Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? So, you think you can get the job done for me? Well, of course you're starting, Coletti. Who else would be? Jesus Christ, mate. Go and warm up. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 14 at the Berlin Flamingos on the Baseball Journeyman. And today we send Chops Coletti to the mound. He's more of a full beard now than a Chops Coletti. But anyway, we send bearded Coletti to the mound. And if we beat the Dortmund Wanderers, we will be going to the postseason as the wild card. If we were to lose, thank you for everybody who sort of helped me out there. I think what will happen, if it's the same as Major League Baseball, it will become a one-game playoff to see who goes to the postseason. So we really do want to try and win today. Fortunately, there cannot be a draw. And make sure we're getting to this postseason. So it's going to be Coletti on the mound for us. A little bit to update you on. We do have an injury to Kyle Asher. We saw that in yesterday's episode. He got taken out of the game. We don't know what the injury is yet. So we are missing him. Now there's a slight problem that he's our catcher, or sort of our backup catcher. So if anything was to happen now to Mills Jr., then things really would start to go badly wrong for us. A couple of things to keep your eyes open for today. Byron Mills Jr. could bat over 500 if he can obviously keep his average above 500 in today's game. On the home run front, Friedendorfer needs 3 home runs, which is unlikely, but 3 home runs to break a club record. And otherwise, it's pretty much everything is set. Yeah, there's no point. We've come straight back from, obviously, yesterday's game. There's the standings. If we win, we're in the playoffs. If we lose, we have a single game playoff. Let's check these lineups. Alright, and this is it. Roshek comes back in to lead us off as a designated hitter with the injury to Asher. It's Drew Campbell batting second in left field. Byron Mills Jr. batting third at catcher. Burra cleaning up at second base. And Friedendorfer batting fifth at third base. 2, 3, 4, and 5 all on fire. That's what you like to see. Prade bats 6 in right field. Roshek continues at first base for the suspended Koole. He bats 7. It is Vokal in center field batting 8. Tonis Pape batting 9. He's the shortstop. Coletti takes the mound for us. We're up against Mike Schrader, I guess you'd pronounce that. His ERA so far this season is 11.5. He hasn't started a game, though, which makes you wonder why he's starting this one. Obviously, they're a little bit desperate. His WAR for the season is in the negatives. His ERA plus is 56. His WHIP is 2.14. Surely we can get the better of this guy. And here we go in Dortmund, the final game of the regular season. Win, and we're in the postseason. We need Coletti to have a good day. If he doesn't, we have pretty much a full... Well, we do have a full bullpen thanks to the Hoff's full game effort yesterday, or earlier on today, sorry, because the 2 games are in the same day. So we've got a little bit of a benefit there. Roshek leads us off with a single. Excellent stuff. And that is, as I said, a leadoff single there for Roshek. He is a stealing threat. Drew Campbell comes in. Now he's batting .395. Now the current best season record, or the best single season batting average for a Flamingo is .395. Now Byron Mills Jr. is going to break that. Burra is going to break that. Obviously, Campbell now needs at least 2 hits if he is going to break that as well. Byron Mills Jr. comes in batting .510 for the season. There goes Roshek looking for the stolen base. He gets it, number 18 for the season for him. And let's see if Mills Jr. now can drive him in. 1 the nose the count, 1 out, runner at second. Mills Jr. grounds it to shortstop. It gets Roshek over to third. It is 2 outs though, and it's going to be up to Burra to try and give us a lead here. He is batting .459 so far this season. It's the first pitch swing. Burra gets himself the base hit, and in comes Roshek to give us a first innings lead. Excellent stuff. The hit streak goes on now. 15 games for Burra. That's becoming very, very impressive. Friedendorfer now needs, of course, 3 home runs to break a club record. He's batting .325 this season, and that is a single. We'll take it. He gets his hit streak on to, is that 10 or 11 games now? 11 games for Friedendorfer. It's Prade with a chance now to drive in runs. He's batting .374 this season. Runners at first and second. First pitch swing. Prade, has he got it through? No, he has not. And that'll do it for the first innings. We do take a lead. That's important. And it's going to be Chops Coletti now to see what he can do. Borna comes out to lead off for them, batting .376 this season. Coletti's ERA is just under 5.5. That's a ground ball. Should be easy for Pape. Does he have a play? He does, and he just about gets there in time. A good play there by our Golden Glove winning shortstop. Coletti now to Christoph, who's batting .427 this season. It's a full count, 1 out, no one on, and Chops Coletti gives up the single. Oh, it's not going to be as good as it was with the Hoff, is it? Coletti's just not quite that dominant. Cristaldo comes out to bat now, batting .565 this season. There's a strikeout for Chops. Excellent stuff. 2 away. Adrizana comes in, batting .347. 2 out runner at first, and that is easy, is it, for Prade? Straight to him. And that ends the first innings. We have the 1-run lead, and it's going to be Roshek to lead us off in the second, batting .440 so far this season. It's the first pitch swing from our first baseman. He has crushed it into left field. A leadoff single. Excellent, excellent stuff. And it is Vokal coming in now, batting .308 this season. What can our centre fielder do? Full count. He has hit it into left field as well. And that is 2 on with no one out for Tony's Pape. See what he can do. Batting .346. He has been really, really impressive this season with the bat. He's hit that. He's popped it up though. Right field goes back. Is it deep enough to get us to third? No, it's not. And that is 1 away. Roshek comes up for the second time this game. He's 1 for 1. Roshek, he has got it through into left field for the third time this innings. Is the run going to come around? We're trying to score, and he is going to score. Roshek with the RBI single. Excellent stuff. He's 19th RBI of the season. He is, I'll tell you what, if he can start hitting again, he could be a star. Drew Campbell now, he comes up. He hits it into centre field. Is that going to score a run? And we're trying. Vokal comes around and he gets it across the plate. An RBI single for Drew Campbell. It's 3-0. And Mills Jr. now, who's 0 for 1 today. Let's see what he can do. We're looking to steal third. Roshek goes. He gets there as well. And that is stolen base number 19. Is it for the season? Yes, it is. Let's see what Mills Jr. can do with the runners at the corners. 1 and 2's the count. Mills Jr. gets it up the middle. Does he? Yes, he does. Mills Jr. with the RBI single. Drew Campbell holds at second. It's 4-0. And is that the postseason I smell? It's Burra coming up now. He is 1 for 1 today. First pitch swing. Burra. Oh, he's crushed that into right field. Straight to him, though. And it is going to get, who's that? Drew Campbell over to third. So 2 out runners at the corners for Friedendorfer. He's 1 for 1. He needs 3 home runs to break the record. That's not going to get a home. That's not even going to get a run home. It's a nothing. It's an out. But 3 runs cross the plate for the Flamingos in the second. We are 4-0 up. Coletti to face Still, who is batting .235 this season. That's the ground ball to Friedendorfer. Diving stop over to first. Not the best throw we've seen. And that gets the runner over to second. Oh, Friedendorfer, come on. It is. It's a still with a second on a throwing error. It is Bolze coming up. He is in a slump, batting .258 this season. Coletti ground ball there for Pape over to first mate, and that is 1 away. Hopefully we're not going to pay a price for that error as Burkhardt comes up to bat. He is batting .136 this season. 1 and 2's the count, and it's a strikeout for Chops Coletti. Excellent, excellent stuff. 2 away. Can we now get round that error? The shortstop comes up batting .172 this season. 2 and 2, and Chops Coletti gets the strikeout. And that ends the second. We don't pay a price for the error. It's 4-0, and it's Prade to lead us off, who is 0 for 1 today. 0 and 2's the count. Prade gets a piece on it, but straight to shortstop, over to first, and that should be 1 away, and it is. Next up is going to be, of course, Ray Shirks, the first baseman. He is 1 for 1 today. Full count. And he draws the walk. Excellent stuff. Vokal now, who's 1 for 1. What can the centre fielder do? 3 and 1's the count on him. Draws another walk. It brings up Tunis Pape, who is 0 for 1. Chance to extend the lead here. 2 and 1 is the count. 2 on, 1 out, and it's up the middle from Pape. Is that going to bring in the run? It is not. But it does load the bases for Roshek. And he is 2 for 2 today. 0 and 1 is the count. And Roshek gets it up the middle. That's going to score 1. Is it going to score 2? It is. And, oh, is it? Oh, it's going to be close. No, he's thrown out at the plate. It's a 1 RBI single for Roshek. 2 out now. And it's Drew Campbell 1 for 2 today, full count, 2 out, 2 on. We look for the double steal. We're going, and is that going to score a run? It's going to, I think. Yes, it is. Drew Campbell delivers the RBI single. Roshek goes to third on the play. It's 6-0 to the Flamingos, and Mills Jr. now with a chance to extend it as there is a pitching change. Mills Jr. is 1 for 2 today. Mills Jr. is 2 for 3 today. Roshek comes across to score. Drew Campbell gets himself over to third, and it is 7-0 to the Flamingos, and we're still going here as Burra comes up to bat. He is 1 for 2 today. What can he do? 1-0's the count. It gets away from the catcher. It brings another run across. It's 9-0 to the Flamingos, and surely now we've done enough to get ourselves into this postseason. Burra with Mills Jr. at second, a full count, and he walks for Friedendorfer to come up. Still needs those 3 home runs. 1 for 2 he is today. What a time it would be to crack one of those home runs, and he strikes out to end the third. But we are 8-0 up. Surely not even our pitching staff can let this slip away. Lentz comes up to bat. He is batting 167 this season. 0-2's the count. He strikes out. Coletti so far is doing a really, really good job. Borna comes up, the leadoff man. He's 0 for 1 today. Full count. No one on, 1 out. Make that no one on, 2 out as Pape over to first mate. And there it is. Excellent work. Excellent, excellent work. Christoph comes up. He's 1 for 1 today. The only man to get a hit for the Wanderers. He was okay in yesterday as well, wasn't he, in the first game of the series. But that's flied out there to left field. And it is Prade to lead us off in the fourth. He is 0 for 2 today. 0-2's the count. And Prade strikes us out to start things off. Reichertz comes up. He's 1 for 1. Full count. And he watches strike 3. Vockel, who is 1 for 1 today. 2 out, no one on. Vockel gets a decent piece of it, but it's in fact, it's just been popped up, hasn't it? Centerfield comes around, and it's a quick innings for us there, top of the fourth. Oh, I still don't trust our bullpen, but let's we're doing okay, aren't we? It's Criado coming in. He's 0 for 1 today to face Chops Coletti. 0-2's the count, and a strikeout for Chops. Is he going to show up when we need him most at the business end of the season? It's Adrizana who's 0 for 1 today. 1-0 is the count. That's been popped up, I think. Yes, Vockel's out there in center field. He should have a catch at the warning track. He does. And that is 2 away. Leon Still now, who reached on an error, I think, last time, didn't he? That is hit through the left side of the infield, and it will be a 2-out single for the Wanderers. Just their second hit of the game. Bolze comes up. He's 0 for 1 to face Chops. Full count. That is popped up again. Vockel is camped underneath it. He should have a simple catch. He does, and that ends the fourth. We are still 8-0 up. As things stand, we are still going to the postseason. Pape to lead us off. He is 1 for 2 today. 0-2's the count. Pape. Oh, Pape! He has absolutely crushed it! Tonis Pape with a home run. I think it's his second of the season. 442 feet over center field. It's 9-0. And when Tonis Pape's hitting home runs, you know it's your day. Amazing, amazing stuff from our shortstop. And Roshek now, who is 3 for 3 today, comes in. 0-1's the count. And Roshek, make that 4 for 4. He is annoyed he was dropped for game 1 of this series. He is coming back with a vengeance. And it is Campbell now who's 2 for 3. Let's see what he can do. Campbell draws himself his 257th walk of the season. He is a walking machine. He is the new treadmill. Byron Mills Jr. now, who's 2 for 3, comes in. 2 on, no one out. 0-2's the count on Mills, and Mills delivers the hit. That's going to run to the fence. That's going to score 2. I would imagine Drew Campbell's quick enough to come around and score. No, he holds it third. So just the 1. We get to double digits. It is 10-0 to the Flamingos. And I tell you what, we're entering the postseason a little bit of form. If this is what we're going to do. 43 RBIs now for Byron Mills. And it is Burra with 2 on, no one out. 1-2's the count. And that looked inside. Did he swing? He swung at it. All right, that was silly, wasn't it? Friedendorfer now. Can he hit a home run? He still needs 3. Friedendorfer, no, it's popped up. Is that going to get a run in, though? Campbell tags up. He goes for home. It is going to be a sac fly. So Burra delivers the RBI. Mills Jr. goes to third. It's 11-0. And Prade now, who's 0 for 3. Can he get in on the action here and drive in another run? He has popped her up. And that'll do it for the 5th. But we further extend the lead, 11-0. Surely we're not going to throw this away, are we? Coletti to continue now to Burkhart. He is 0 for 1 today. 1 and 2's the count. Chops with the strikeout. Oh, go on, Chops. I knew you had it in you, mate. I knew you had it in you. It is Cone, or however you say that name, coming in. He's 0 for 1 today. 2 and 2's the count. And it is a ground ball. Coletti springs off the mound and makes a good play for 2 away. Here we go with Lentz. He's 0 for 1. Can Chops finish this 5th innings nice and quickly? No, he hits him. Ah, that was silly, wasn't it? Borna comes up now. He's 0 for 2. First pitch, action. It's looking for the steal. Mills Jr. just watches him get there. And the runner goes to scoring position. Come on, Chopsy. Let's end this, mate. Let's end it. 1-0's the count. That's popped up. Should be a simple catch there for Reichertz at first base. It is. That ends the 5th. 11-0. We lead. And is Chops on for a complete game shutout? I don't know if he has the stamina to get there, to be honest. Reichertz leads us off. He's 1 for 2 today. Full count. And he draws the leadoff walk. Excellent, excellent stuff. New pitcher comes in. Virgil Miller. His ERA this season is 27. Let's hope that continues. It's Vogel. Full count. No one out. Man at first. What can our center fielder do? He draws a walk. Which brings home run hitting Tunis Pape to the plate, batting .364 now this season, 2 for 3 today, 1 and 2's the count, and Pape, it's not quite going to drop in as second base goes back, makes the catch, and that is 1 away. Vogel, who is 4 for 4, can we have a 5-hit day? What's happened there? Rain has beginning to fall. Surely not. Surely we're not going to get rained out of this. It's a walk for Vogel. It loads the... Not Vogel. Roshek, sorry. It loads the bases for Miller. He's 2 for 3 today. 1 and 2's the count. Drew Miller has got it into center field. That's going to score 1. Is it going to score 2? Yes, it is. It's a 2 RBI single for Drew Miller. That stretches the lead to 13-0. Surely now. I'm still not confident. Oh, I've seen us throw away so many leads. It's Byron Mills Jr., who is 3 for 4 today. Surely he's done enough to end the season batting over 500. He struck out there, though. And it's going to be Burra with 2 out, 2 on to see what he can do. He's 1 for 3 today. 3-0's the count. And Burra finds himself at first. He loads the bases for Friedendorfer. I'm beginning to think he's not going to get his 3 home runs today. Full count. 2 out loaded bases. Friedendorfer up the middle. That's going to further extend the lead. It should score 2. It does. Runner goes to third as well. It is 15-0. And surely now we can start planning for the postseason next weekend. It's Prade, who is 0 for 4 today. Prade. Oh, he finally gets himself a base hit. That's going to score a run. That makes it 16-0. And, oh, postseason baseball, here we come. A 33rd RBI now for Prade. His hit streak goes to 11. Reichertz comes in. He's 1 for 2 today. Reichertz has popped it up, and that'll do it for the 6th. Just the 5 runs cross the plate. It's 16-0. Can Chops go the distance for the complete game shutout? That's the big question now, isn't it? Christoph leads them off. He's 1 for 2. Down the third base line. It gets past Friedendorfer into left field, and that is a leadoff double. And yeah, well, if the complete game shutout goes, then hopefully you guys will keep watching to the end, but there's not really much point to it. Criado comes in. He's 0 for 2 today. That's been popped up. Should be a simple catch there at shortstop or second base. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Burra. And that is 1 away. Runner stays at second, of course. Adrizana, who's 0 for 2 now. He comes in. 2 and 2's the count. That is well hit. Drew's going back, but that is gone. It's a 2-run home run by Adrizana. 405 feet over left field. 16-2 is now the score. Coletti loses his shutout. And you do wonder if maybe that'll do it for him and Vindemeyer will come on. Coletti to continue, though, to face still. No one on now with the 1 out. 1 and 1's the count. And that's been relatively well hit as well. But Drew Campbell should have a play at that. He does down there in the corner, and that is 2 away. Coletti to Bolzer now, who is 0 for 2. 1-0's the count. That is a ground ball. Friedendorfer muffs it. And it's a second error of the game. We may not be able to afford these in the postseason, boys. And that'll do it for Coletti. He's done a decent job there. Vindemeyer comes in to pitch. His ERA is 2.67 this season. He's done a really, really good job for us. That's popped up. Drew Campbell's there. Vockel's there. Campbell will make the catch. And that ends the 6th. They do pull 2 runs back, but we are still comfortably 16-2 up. Miller now to start things off to Vockel, who is 1 for 2. First pitch swing. And the rain has become a little bit too heavy, and that is a rain delay. And the game has been called due to bad weather. It looks like we've won it though. So there we go, we have made the playoffs. The game was called. It's the first time in franchise history that the Flamingos will be going to the postseason. And a little bit of history was made during that game as well. If we go and have a look at Roshek, he scored 5 runs. Actually, if we go to club records, there's a new club record anyway. Single game records. We just want to go and have a look at the Berlin Flamingos, please, game. Runs scored, there it is there. Roshek beats the record. 5 runs scored in the game is a new record. And, well, bring on the postseason, I say. Bring it on. Do we have our schedule here yet? We will be playing that team because it's sort of reversed. They lost 2 games all year. So we're definitely going to have an 18-game win streak. We're definitely going to have our work cut out, aren't we? But there's the playoff tree there. It's going to be the Berlin Flamingos. Oh, no, we're not. We're versus the Mainz Athletics. How has that worked? Why are the 2 wildcard teams playing each other? We'll take it. So we're playing Mainz in the playoff round. I'm not quite sure why that has happened, but we'll take it as I said. Maybe there's just an open draw. Maybe it's not sort of a crossover. So that will be next weekend. We have it's a best of 2, I think, isn't it? So a 2-game series. Or was it best of 3? I think it's best of 3, if I remember correctly. So, well, anyway, that'll be it next weekend. We have the playoffs. It is the Berlin Flamingos versus the Mainz Athletics. Now, let's go back and see how they did this season. 19-9, so they had a worse record than we did. Let me know what you think in the comments. Can we do it? It's going to be massive. I cannot wait. We're going to the postseason with the Flamingos in our 2nd season in charge. If you have enjoyed this, guys, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next weekend when the Journeyman returns for some Bundesliga playoff baseball. Take care.